You don't actually need expensive microphone to sound professional in your video. Because in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make any microphone sound so good, including crappy microphone like this one. And as a matter of fact, in today's video, I'm going to be using this mic as an example to prove to you that it's not all about the microphone, but it's actually about you knowing how to use the right tool. So say for example, you're just starting out and for some reason you just cannot afford the high-end microphone. Well, you're in luck, because by the end of today's video, you're going to learn how to make this mic sound so good and professional. And by the way, the tools we're going to be using in this video is actually completely free, and the technique I'm going to be sharing in today's video is applicable to any microphone. Like I said, any microphone. So it's not just only this type of microphone. You can use this technique on any kind of microphone you're using and it will still work very well. All right, so let's get started. So this video is divided into two sections. The first section is to show you how to make your mic sound good with your computer. And then the second part of the video is to show you how to do the same thing on your smartphone. So let's say you don't have a laptop, but you have a smartphone. Well, you can still do the same thing and still get almost the same result. So let's get into the video. All right, so the first step in recording a very good audio is actually your background. Now, in order for you to record quality and professional audio, you need a very quiet environment in order for you to have professional recording, because if there's too much noise in the background, then you obviously going to have a hard time editing the voice, and using noise reduction at some point is going to distort your voice. But let's say for some reason you don't have the luxury of a quiet background. Well, you don't have to worry, because in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a powerful AI tool that you can actually use to remove every background noise. Now, this tool actually works in a way that it detects your voice and also detects the background noise, and then it's able to completely remove the background noise without actually having to distort your voice. And I'm not talking about Adobe Podcast if that's what you're thinking about, because this tool is actually completely free. You don't need any subscription, and you don't even need any trial version, because the tool is 100% free and yet powerful. All right, let's get back into the video. So once you've gotten your quiet environment, the next step is to position your mic properly. So if, for example, this is the mic you're using, now in order for you to get quality recording with this mic, I will advise you not to place the mic close to your mouth like this, because if you place the mic close to your mouth like this, if you start talking with the mic, obviously the air coming out from your mouth is going to be hitting on this mic very hard, and that is going to create a pop. And once you start having this pop on your microphone, then that obviously is going to distort your recording. So the best place to position this microphone is underneath your mouth here. So once you keep it here, that means any air coming out from your mouth goes right above it and will not hit the mic. So you position the mic somewhere here, and then you start recording your voice. Now, while recording your voice, you simply need to be loud and audible. You don't necessarily have to shout, but you need to be loud enough for the mic to be able to pick up your voice clearly. Now, once we're done recording, now I'm going to play you the audio I recorded with this mic so that you can hear what it sounds like before we start doing the process. All right, so this is the audio I recorded with this mic. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make any mic sound professional, including crappy ones like this. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. You can hear how it's sounding, and if you listen carefully, you can hear that there are actually some background noise in the recording. Well, it's time to make it sound professional. So the tool we're going to be using to make this thing sound really professional is Audacity. Now, if you don't have Audacity installed, well, it's actually free. You can just download it and install it. So once you have your Audacity installed, the next tool we're going to be using, because we need to remove this background noise, is to download OpenVino. This is actually a professional tool that was designed by Intel themselves, and we're going to be using this tool to remove the background noise. And the best part, like I said before, this tool is free for life. I mean, you don't need subscription, you don't need any trial version, you just install it and use it. All right, so to download this OpenVino, we go to Moose Hub, the same place where we downloaded Audacity, and then we just type in OpenVino. Now you download it. While installing it, you can select all these boxes if you want, but I don't need this one, so I'm just going to select this two and click OK. But you can select all of them if you want, by the way. So once you've installed OpenVino, the next step is to start working on the audio. So in order to remove the background noise in our audio, we're going to select the whole audio here. We're going to highlight everything, and then we go to Effect. Now under Effect, you're going to see the OpenVino option. So when you select this OpenVino, you're going to see the section where it said noise suppression. So we're going to be clicking on this noise suppression, and then the AI tool will handle the rest. So once you click on that, you don't need to select any other thing here. I think I've tried all the things here. So I found out that the one that worked best is just this deep filter net tool. So just leave it the way it is and click on apply. So it's going to remove the whole noise professionally without even distorting your voice. Now, if I play the previous audio. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make any mic sound professional, including crappy ones like this. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. You can see there's noise, and now let me play this one. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make any mic sound professional, including crappy ones like this. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. You can see it's sounding quiet. All right, so we're done with the first part. Now, the second part is to use Audacity to now work on the voice. So the next thing we're going to do now is normalize. So in order for us to normalize this audio, we go to Effect, and then we go to Volume and Compression. We select Normalize. Now in this, just click on the first two boxes and just click on Apply. Now, once we've added the normalize settings, we'll move over to the compressor settings. Now, in order to add this compressor settings, go to Effects again, and then you select Volume and Compressor again, and then you go to Compressor. So you're going to set in your compressor settings, you're going to be setting it to the thresholds should be 18 decibels, and the makeup gain should be 0. And then the knee width should be 5.0. The ratio should be 2.5. The look ahead should be 1.0. And then the attack is 1.9. Then the release is 11.1. I'm going to be leaving all these numbers in the description so you can just copy them and use them all the time, you know, so that you don't have to. But once you've set this number, you don't have to change it because it just remains that way. So once you're done entering this number, just click on Apply, and then we move to the next one. All right, so the next step is to use the filter curve EQ. Now to use the filter curve EQ, so we go to Effect, and then we select the EQ and filter, and then we select filter curve. And then we go to presets and settings, go to factory preset, we enable treble boost, and then we select the effect again, and then we go to factory and then select bass boost. We go to effect again, select factory preset, and then this time low roll off for speech. All right, so let's say for example you've applied this, and you can still play the audio to hear how it's sounding, but if you really want it to sound very sharp and crisp, you can just increase the treble boost a little bit. But in my case, I think I like the setting the way it is already because I've actually tested it before. So you can actually just increase your own, maybe if it's not sounding sharp as you want it, but that's just for you. So you can just adjust it and just move on. All right, so once we're done with the filter curve settings, the next thing is to normalize again. So we just go back to settings and effect, and then we go to here, we select normalize, and we don't change anything, we just click on apply. All right, so once we've done that, well, tada, we're done. Now I'm gonna play the first one, and then I play the second one so that you can hear how both of them are sounding. Now this is the first one. All right, so in today's video, I'm gonna show you how you can make any mic sound professional, including crappy ones like this. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. And this is the second one. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make any mic sound professional, including crappy ones like this. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now you can see there's a huge difference from what we have before. Now you can decide to add a little gain, to increase it a little bit. If you want, that's just for you, but the main work has already been done. All right, so that's it. That's exactly how you can make your mic sound very good with your laptop. All right, so how then do you make it sound good with your smartphone? Well, let's move over to the smartphone part, and I'm going to be explaining to you how you can use this free tool designed by Adobe to make your voice sound professional. All right, the tool I'm talking about here is Adobe On, and it's actually free for you to download on the Play Store and Google App Store. And the best part is you don't even need any subscription to use this app. You just download it and use it completely for free. All right, so once we've downloaded the tool on our smartphone, the next thing is to fire it up, obviously. Now, what this tool actually does is once you're done recording your voice, the tool actually automatically does the work for you. So you don't even need to set anything for the tool to do the voice processing. Once you're just done and you click save, the tool automatically starts processing your voice to sound good. But if by the end of the whole process and you just don't like the result, well, you can simply adjust some settings here. So now this is what your voice is sounding like. If I turn off this feature, this is what your voice sounds normally without all the settings. Voice on my smartphone using Adobe On. So if you listen, there's a generator actually making noise in the background, but let me see how it fixes the whole thing. If I turn it back on, this is what it's sounding like. All right, so this is me recording my voice on my smartphone using Adobe On. So if you listen, there's a generator actually making noise in the background, but let me see how it fixes. All right, but for us to now, take control and set things the way we want, you go to this tool options. Now you can see all the options you have to work with. Now you can select style. In my case, I normally would select this deep, so I select it. This gives the voice a little bit of a bass, a deep bass. All right, so once we've selected this, we can adjust it. You can just set it to the level you feel is okay for you. So I'm not going to tell you the level you should use, because what is good for me might not be good for you. All right, so once you've set the first step, now you go to noise reduction. Now here, you also do the same thing. You can just adjust the slider to the position that you feel is great for your voice. All right, so once you're done with the noise reduction, you go to tone. This is where you can adjust the treble and the bass and the mid. So you can set it to the number you want as well. So I'm just showing you, you can be listening to the audio and then you're adjusting it until it matches what you desire. All right, so once you're done with that, you can now go to boost, and then you can actually, the same thing, just adjust it to the place that is okay for you. And once you're done, well, ta-da, you've achieved the same thing with your smartphone. All right, so now you can see that we've actually transformed this microphone from being a crappy earphone to actually a professional microphone. So if this is actually what you have laying around and you're like, oh my god, I can record good audio because I don't have good microphone, well, think again, because now you know how to make any mic sound really good and really professional. All right, so we've made it to the end of this video. So if you find this video really helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, then hit the subscribe button. And until next one, peace.